Spatial separations, example number 2. So in this problem, what we want to do is to find how close this building can be located to this property line over here, knowing that we have these amount of unprotected openings located along this wall, okay, for a doorway and a window. So the doorway will be located over here and the window over here. Okay, so for this problem, which is for group F3 occupancy unsprinkled, we'll be using table 3231B. Okay, and so the parameters which we'll need to input are the size of the exposed building face, 5 meters high, and how wide would be 20 meters to get 100 square meters of building face area. The L over H ratio would be 20 over 5, which is 4 or 4 to 1. Now the actual amount of unprotected openings (3 meter by 4 meter), and you add to it 2 meter by 3 meters. Okay, and so that gives us 18 square meters of unprotected openings, or 18 over 100, which is 18%. 100 being the exposing building face area. So we want the actual openings, 18%, to be the maximum permitted. We want to optimize the amount of windows on that wall. Okay, so when we apply table B and looking at 100 square meters of building face, L over H ratio being 4 to 1 will fit into this middle sub-row, and to have a maximum permitted of 18%, the limiting distance must be at this number here, which corresponds to a 4 meter limiting distance, so that we can determine the limiting distance is 4 meters required. So limiting distance 1 is actually 4 meters. Knowing limiting distance number 1 being 4 meters, we can work backwards and take 1 meter away, 1 meter away. So this dimension would be 2 meters limiting distance. Okay, so that answers question number 1. Question number 2. Determine the construction requirements for the east wall. The east wall is this entire face. And so the construction requirements is actually based on the closest portion of the building to the property line, in which case it's 2 meters away. So question number 2 would be, using limiting distance being 2 meters, and the same table B, okay, so the parameters being 100 square meters, building face, L over H being 4 to 1, so we're in this middle sub-row. And at 2 meters away, we find the permitted openings is 9%. So that's the permitted number if there was an opening in the closest portion of the building, which is here. But we also take this 9% and apply the construction requirements. The construction requirements, of course, is given by table 3237. So for an F3 occupancy, 9% permitted will take us to this row 0 to 1, or sorry, 0 to 10% permitted. So the construction requirements of the building then are 1 hour fire resistance rating, non-combustible construction, and non-combustible cladding. One-hour fire resistance rating, non-combustible construction, and non-combustible cladding. And that's example number 2.